You've locked into Sloan Sessions, where we keep it honest and always Sloan approved. I'm your host, Moesha Sloan.
And I'm your host, V Sloan.
And this is officially our second episode. Look.
Yes.
Oh my God, y'all. Today's episode will be full of surprises, laughs, experiences. I'm ready to get into this episode.
Me too.
If y'all have not, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe right now. Subscribe to our channel and click that post notification bell so you can be notified every single time we post something.
For real. And if y'all ain't watched the first episode, make sure y'all lock into that first episode. That way y'all know what's really going on.
Yes, double back because y'all need that. Y'all need that. So, oh my God, how do you feel that it's our first episode? Not our first episode, but how do you feel that it's our second episode? I feel like I just gotta ask that. Like, how do you feel that we did our first one?
Okay, so today I am feeling, I don't know. I thought I was ready. I am ready. Okay,
you ready? You ready? You ready?
Okay. So, I don't know. I just feel like I'm ready to do this. Like, we got to stay consistent and get the girls to stay asking for it. We got a lot of positive feedback on the last episode. So, I'm just excited to keep going.
Yes, that first episode did well. And we are just so grateful that y'all showed up for us.
Yeah, they did. And
y'all
the comments, the messages, like, they were very heartfelt. And I appreciate every woman that reached out and shared their story, because I was just like, dang, like, and some of them were my friends. And it was like, wow, my friend going through this, and I never knew that. So just piggyback off of what I said on the last episode, it is important to check on those friends that you have not heard from, because everybody is not acting funny. Some people are genuinely going through something.
Yes, I feel like the amount of love we got was so overwhelming. It was like a good overwhelming. It was like, wow, we didn't know like we would impact so many people. Like, we would reach so many people to where like they texting us and DMing us and just like, hey, like, this is going on in my life. I really felt y'all first episode.
Very heartfelt. So.
Yes.
Excited about this. So
yeah.
What we jumping into?
Okay, so y'all, this episode we will be dropping lots of gems as we always do. So I hope y'all ready.
Yes.
So we finna go ahead and get into this episode.
Okay.
So I know we've been talking a lot about just magnifying our gifts and actually betting on ourselves. So what do you feel like magnifying your gift means to you?
Magnifying my gift means to me is basically working on the things that is going to better me, in a sense. And as far as my gift is, for example, I feel like my gift is being that person that people come to when they don't have the strength to endure what they are going through. So, in a sense, it's called exhort. So being that person, and I'm gonna just put this out there. Even when I'm going through the deepest trials in my life, it's heavy, but I don't think of it as, oh my God, like I'm down bad, I can't do this. It's always like, what are you finna do? Because something else is gonna come for you. And I just feel like this is the anointing over my life. Like, I just feel like I'm going to go through a lot because I have the strength to endure that. So I feel like that is one of my gifts. So magnifying my gift is just, I feel like just working on my purpose for what God called me to do.
Oh, I love that. I really, really do love that. Like you said, like, just like we was talking about last episode, but you just saying now, like, that anointing. Like, you feel like that was your anointing. Like, I feel like our gift is not for us. Like, it's for other people. Exactly. Literally, it's to serve other people.
And honestly, that's what a gift is. Like, you give it to someone else.
And I feel like also our gift to God is using our gift, magnifying our gift.
I like that.
You know, so it's like He's giving us the gift, but it's up to us to tune into ourselves because it's always there.
Yes. So, in a sense, how do you know if that is your gift?
Our gift is always something that's easy, like whatever it is that comes easy to us. And I feel like we all know what that is. And if we don't, it's up to us to tap into that, like try to figure it out. What is it that I'm really good at? So like for me and you, for instance, it's basically the same. Like our friends come to us, we said that. We know that people come to us, strangers come to us to just express how they feel, what they're going through. And it's easy for us to take all of that in, and we always want to be a vessel to those people and just kind of like minister to them in a sense. Like we just want to uplift them and inspire them, and I feel like that comes easy for us, but it doesn't for everybody else because, like we said, everybody doesn't have our mental capacity.
And for those who don't know, like, what your gift may be, my advice to you is just to pray about it. Like, just ask for understanding on what that may be in life, because also magnifying your own gift is, I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of working for somebody else and getting their company rich when I can be building my own foundation and making my own coins and getting myself and my family rich. So that's with magnifying your own gift, or using that gift not only for financial well being, but just using your gift, like just fulfilling your purpose here on earth. So I know I'm not done. So I feel like I haven't got started. So I'll say, just if you're working on something, or it's something in your back pocket that you like, oh, I don't know if I want to start this business. I don't know when I want to start school. I don't know, just something that's holding you back. Just, try to do your research on that topic. Try to get into it. Try to see, not only you making money off of it, make sure that it's something that if I come to work every day and I have to do this podcast and talk to, the viewers online, I would love to do that. It wouldn't be about a coin for me, because it's something that I love to do, and I feel like that's my purpose anyway.
Yeah.
So, you just don't want to get up, go to work, and clock in and just be miserable all day, because it's not what you want to do. It's just something that's paying your bills. So I always say, just, try to get into something that you really want to do or like to do. And I'm not saying quit your job, because I can't help y'all pay y'all bills. Y'all go quit your job. So don't quit your job. I'm just saying, find something that's purposeful for you and your family, something you like to do, so you don't wake up miserable every day, because it sucks. Like,
you really don't want to continue to go to a place like a job where you don't really feel like this is what you're supposed to be doing. Like, this is my dream. This is one thing you can do is ask yourself, like, if you're going to work every day and you like, do I really enjoy what I'm doing? And if the answer is no, it's like you have not found your gift.
Right.
So you have to tap into your inner self, because it's there and it's always been there. And y'all gotta bear with me because this cough is just taking me out, okay? But I remember it being a time where I was in college and I was doing what I thought was the right thing to do, because the first thing that, they do is they sell you on the right after high school, you got to go to college, or you got to go, to the military or whatever like that. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with it. I'm just saying that that's the dream that we were sold. And for me, honestly speaking, I never dreamed. Like when I didn't know what dreaming was. Like a dream, when we go to sleep, dream.
You never had a dream?
I never dreamed. Like I never dreamed what my life would look like in the future.
Okay. So in an aspect, are you saying like you never had, I'm not gonna say you never had goals in life, but you never picture what your life would be like?
I never pictured what my life would really be like in the future. You wouldn't believe me if I told you that, but I never dreamed about what my life would be like. I just went with the flow. Like when I remember being in kindergarten and saying, when I grow up, I want to be a dentist. Believe me or not, I went to college and I said, I want to be a dentist. Only because that stuck with me since I was in kindergarten. I always hated the dentist. Why do I want to be a dentist? I don't want to be a dentist. That's what they tell you. You have to be a doctor or a firefighter or a lawyer, and it's like those are all good professions. But do I really want to do that? Is that something that speaks to me? And it wasn't.
I love that because we have a lot of people in those fields that are just so mean. It's like it's not their passion and it's not their gift, and so they're doing it. I'm not gonna say for the wrong reasons, but you can tell a lot of people are not magnifying their gift or using their gift. They're just doing maybe what their family thought was a tradition for them. Like you're gonna graduate, you're gonna go to school, you're gonna be a doctor. So I definitely understand what you're saying, but when I grew up, I said I wanted to be a pediatrician. I wanted to work with kids, but I love kids. How that changed was I was in school. I still wanted to be a pediatrician, and I sat in my 11th grade class. This was when I enlisted in the military. I think I was in the 12th grade. I was in the 12th grade when I enlisted in the military, and it was impulsive. I didn't say the recruiter was in the class. It just sounded good, and I wanted to get away from home anyway because I was helping my mom take care of my grandma, and she was sick. So I was like, I don't want to be at home. So I joined the military to honestly get away from the house.
You had a full scholarship. Like you could have went anywhere that you wanted to go.
I did, and I didn't take it. Like I just went to the military, and while I was there, it was like. It was, I would say mentally it was a lot, and the physical part of it was not even half of what I went through mentally there. And I honestly feel like this when I got closer to God is when I went to the military. Like that's where I felt like, and even when we do go places and we stay long, like it's like this when I bond the closest with God for real.
It was an eye-opening experience for you going to the military, enrolling, and just going with the flow. Because I remember you saying that you was going and you was just like, I'm going to the military. And I was like, you got a full-blown scholarship and you're going to, like, I didn't think nothing was wrong with you going. But it was, I didn't expect it. It was very shocking to know that you was going to the military. And like I said, when I was in college, I went to college, the same thing you going to college for now. Basically, I went for psychology and counseling. And I always wanted to do counseling, therapy, because that was just always in me. It always made me feel good to inspire something else. It always felt good for people to come to me that don't even know me and just like offload, if that makes sense. Like they're offloading what they can't take, but I could. And it just made me feel good to be one of those people that someone can come to because they trust me with how they feel, their emotions, the things that they're going through, and knowing that I'm going to give them a good word back. Like, in life, there's more than one way to do things. It's not always one way to do things. You don't have to go the same route as everybody else to get to where you're going.
Well, definitely, and nobody's route is ever going to be the same anyway. And then this just comes with like your upbringing. Like, and I do feel like there's a problem too in society where a lot of people use what they went through as an excuse. So it's like, oh, my dad wasn't in my life, so that's why I'm doing this, or that's why I date these type of guys. But it's like, that's not an excuse because a lot of people do like to always bring up, well, I'm grown, like doing in the aspect, like, yes, you are grown, but there are certain, I would feel like since you are grown, you would do better or have better, intentions on making your life better. But then some people just genuinely don't have good people around them in their circle. And this was going to bring us to talk about just your circle. Like, I remember one year you did a cleanse on Facebook and you just unfriended everybody. And then I am going to say, like, as your sister, when I saw it, I felt some type of way because what I was thinking was, like, she got some of her friends on here as her friends. So, like what we do, but I never honestly read into it. So I just want to ask, like, what made you unfriend everybody, but you did keep those certain friends in the circle, I guess?
First of all, it was always personal for me. It was never personal to you, to my other friends, to my my parents, my nobody. Like it was never personal to anybody but myself. I just felt like I felt like I wanted a completely clean slate. I also was building like my personal brand as well, and I felt like I just wanted, in a sense, just complete positivity. Like, and I'm not saying that y'all weren't positive. None of my sisters was positive. My parents weren't positive. I just kind of framed it as I went. Like it was never oh, I forgot to add my sister back. I forgot to add my mom back. I forgot to add this certain friend back. Like it was friends on there that I didn't add back, and I added over time because I just wasn't really thinking about it. I was more so thinking about people finding me, not really me friending people. And a lot of times people don't realize that you have to start completely over because you control what's around you. If you can control what's on your social media, you can control a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like you can control a lot. Like,
definitely.
it was always about my personal growth. It was always about me evolving. It was always about me growing and just becoming this person that I always wanted to be, because that's up to me.
I understand that too though. Like, and that comes with like the friend situation. Like I literally have no friends, and I do not have the same circle coming up. Like my circle is completely different, and I just feel like as years go on, like some people fall off, and I think me and you talked about that once before. Like as you evolve and you keep going, like people naturally fall off.
Yeah,
and that's what happens.
Yeah, that is what happens. What happens is as you grow and evolve, the people around you are supposed to grow and evolve with you. Whatever they may look like for them, but they're still supposed to grow and evolve with you. And when they don't, they'll find themselves left behind.
Most
And
definitely.
it just naturally happens. It's not, oh, I don't like you or I hate you.
For sure.
It's just that I'm growing and I'm going to
Yes.
places that you just cannot go, because a lot of people become stagnant and they just stay right there.
Yes. So in a sense, it's like I want to see you eating, but not at my table.
Exactly.
So there, girl, I have like friends. I had a group of friend girls, and they have kids, and I love their kids. And you know me, like I gravitate towards the kids, so I'm showing out for birthday. And I ain't saying showing out as I got the most gifts. It's just I'm showing up. You know, I'm supporting. Like what we doing. You know, you just always there. But when I came back from overseas, I found myself. I promise I was on a trip every month, and I just feel like I was going so fast. And this when I had one child, my oldest, and of course she was either with her dad or with my mom. So I had the free time to go. I was going out the country. I was drinking my tail off. And it was always terrible too. And it's like just going back thinking about that. I don't know what I was doing, but like in my mind frame today, it's like I was doing it because that was the environment that I was in.
Right.
Because and this just shows like peer pressure. Like even when we're grown, I said, "Hey, oh, you need to drink. Oh, you need to drink." Like no, like people naturally just get in the same setting as their friends, and I was vulnerable. Like I really didn't too much have the knowledge that I had now. So I was just drinking every time we would link up. We drinking, and then it came to a sense where still in my heart, I'm like, I want to do something with the kids. Like, let's take the kids somewhere. But that wasn't what they wanted to do. They wanted to drink. They wanted to, and I didn't smoke with them, but because I was, still in the military, they were smoking. They was around different, men, and I didn't want that for me. So I did have to separate myself. I still love them, but I had to separate myself so I can get better. And it's like, even still today, like, hey sis, hey, I love you. But when it comes to being in the same environment as me, it can't work. It does not work. Like you can't mix that because not saying that you can't be friends with someone that do something that you don't do. But when that is their sole environment, there's not much I can do with that if you're not meeting me here. Because I like to have friends, honestly, they have some type of positivity or mental capacity to want to elevate themselves.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be around people who just feel like playing A is playing A and playing A don't work. You know what I'm saying?
Friends that have values, morals, standards,
Exactly.
and self-worth, all those different things.
Sure.
And I feel you on that though, because like when I was in college, I remember going to one of my friends' house, and when I went to her house, she had her other friends there. And at the time, like, I was not, if I said I was not drinking, I'm not drinking. So don't ask me more than too many times. And one of her friends asked me, did I want something to drink because they was drinking or whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm cool. I don't want none. And so she asked me again. And I respectfully said, I don't want it. Please don't ask me again.
Do you feel like there was peer pressure in a sense, like once you say you don't want to do it the first time and they continuously ask, like, do you feel that it's peer pressure?
I do feel like it was peer pressure a little bit, but also she knew because she piggybacked on me and said, I really like that you stick with your word, what you said. And that's the thing. Like, a lot of people feel like they have to do it because they see everybody else around them doing it. But why can't we get together and do other things? Why do we always have to get together and drink or smoke? And you know something? I'm not judging people who do it because we done been in a place where we've done all that. Well, we done drunk and we done got, we done smoked and stuff like that. But it's also nothing wrong with wanting to do a cleanse and just really think about what you're doing, the decisions you're making. How does this make you feel? How does this make your life feel? Like, it all matters.
I said that, and that's another reason why, like, I really don't care too much to drink alcohol. Me too. Because if you, like, when you're drinking so much, you turn into someone, like, you start doing things that you wouldn't do if you were sober. And it's just like, this person is not me. So I want to read this verse that I feel like fits into magnifying my gift, and it explains me to the T. And that verse is Romans 12, verse 8. And it says, the one who exhorts in his exhortation, the one who contributes in generosity, the one who leads with zeal, the one who does acts of mercy with cheerfulness. I feel like that's me. Like, just to encourage, to comfort, to urge forward, or to be that one when someone is in difficulty. Like, that's me. And that just brings me to talk about, like, leading. My first job was Popeyes. I was the baddest thing in there, cooking and chicken and fixing them. I'm just saying, and this just Popeyes. And joined the military. Bad. Do you hear me? Bad. You talking about driving them big old tankers and all that extra stuff? I'm doing it. And I had no problem with it because, like, we got to do it anyway. You know, like, I done signed up for it. This day favorite thing. You done signed up for it. You done did it. Like, just whatever I do in life, I'm one of the greatest in what I do. So
as you like, should be.
So it's like being that leader, and it just goes into, like, the friends. I always, like, I'll just say past tense. I always was that leader in the pack. And what they say, if you're the smartest person in the room, you got to get out the room. So that's just what I had to do. Like, I had to get out the room because you really, if I'm the smartest person in the room, I'm not saying I can't learn from you because it's a lot of stuff that I learned what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Right. Some things, okay, this is what to do. You know, so that's where I come from when I'm saying, like, a leader. Like, I feel like I can run for president.
And you could.
That's just how I feel.
And you could, and you'll be the baddest president.
Yeah, exactly. And I would not. But it's like, this is just how I feel. And I'm so happy to come into this sense of, like, my identity. Like,
so that leads me to a question. What part of you right now do you feel like you are unlearning about yourself?
Something that I'm unlearning is that there are several ways to succeed, honestly. So that goes back to what we were talking about when we stated that you don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be a dentist. So in a sense, I'm also learning that you are gonna make mistakes, and it's always, like, nobody is just pure of sin.
I'll say one thing for me that I am unlearning is, and I've been unlearning for a while, is a mindset. It's a mindset of a victim mindset. It's like, I guess you could say, like, when you're growing up, and I don't necessarily even know if you call it a victim mindset. Just correct me if I'm wrong now. But it's like a mindset where how you grew up. You know, like, I grew up this type of way. I followed everything that my parents wanted, you know, you honestly you pick up on your parents, you pick up on your environment. And so for me, it's me unlearning a lot of things that I was taught. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying like I'm an adult now and I feel like you said, like if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna be the baddest. I'm gonna be the one who gonna achieve. I'm gonna be the one who gonna succeed. I'm gonna be the one who gonna stand out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like we just and I'm gonna say in a Black community, like a lot of times we have this small mindset. I don't want to have a small mindset, and I don't have a small mindset. Right. And as I continue to learn, I'm learning that we weren't called to be microscopes. We was called to be telescopes. And what I mean by that is we were meant to dream bigger. Like coming from a person who did not dream. Now I'm going for it all. I'm coming for it all. I'm coming to take it all. And I'm not even saying like I'm being greedy. I'm just saying like I'm coming for a life that I now can see. That I didn't used to see. And so now I just want to live a great life, whatever that looks like to me. A lot of the things we were taught, even in schools, I'm not just gonna sit here and be like, oh, parents. I mean, a lot of things we were taught environmentally. That's what I mean. Just wanting to change the trajectory, just be the one to show other people like, hey, we came from the same place, but I can do this. And I know if I can do this, you can do this too. So I don't want to just be the one to dream big. I want to inspire other people to dream big, especially where we came from, because there's always a thing of, let's not forget where we came from. And I agree with that. Of course, I'm not going to forget where I came from, but of course, I'm still going to grow.
Yes, and also, not, of course, you know, we can never forget where we come from, but what we work towards is making sure that we don't have to go back to what we came from.
I love
so
that.
That's good.
Yep. It's a lot of things that we are learning about ourselves. It's a lot of things that when we look back and we like, dang, we used to think like that, or dang, we used to do stuff like that. And you just be like, wow, the growth is crazy.
Exactly. And then some of your experience too, like some things that you go through or that you went through, it's like, God, why did I have to go through that? But honestly, if you didn't go through what you went through, you wouldn't be the person that you are today. So those experiences shape you. It makes you the person that you are. So something, just a little advice like that I want people to do, like especially like our session fam, I'm saying our Sloan Session fam, is to, before you judge somebody, make sure you understand what they came from, because you know that's very important, and that's all of us. And that goes back to what I was saying. Like I had drill over the past weekend, and I got to know so many different people in the military. Our counterparts, like we have a lot of suicides. So it's like I'm always like, what were they thinking in that moment? It's like, what drove you to this point to leave, you know? And I'm not saying, you know, that it was a selfish reason, but I'm just saying, like, what drove you to this point to do this? Like, you know, and it was something that all of us wish that we could have did, because we see them every month, we see them on the weekend. So it's like, what did we feel it like? What did we feel to do? So everyone go in like a guilt mode. But I have always found myself judging before I actually got to know that person. And I think that I am going into not like more so listening instead of running my mouth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I do feel like you do have to watch what you say, and this just period. This just like even speaking of your life, like we are gonna be successful with this podcast. We are gonna touch a lot of people and, you know, draw in not even attention, but those people that need the help from us. That way we can help them get to where they need to be, even if it's just talking to them. Even if we get a chance to go over the road, like anything negative, you don't want to say, oh, well, I can't do it. You didn't already beat yourself by saying you can't do it. And I feel like this just runs into the insecurities that we do have about ourselves when it comes to different things that we can and can't do.
Right. Yeah. So I feel like a lot of times our insecurities stop us from doing a lot. It's always that resistance of not doing what we said we want to do, not executing the ideal that we said we wanted to do. Because if you have an ideal, you have to put the action with the ideal, because your vision is a part of your purpose.
Yes.
And so I feel like having those insecurities and their resistance to stop us, it just kills everything.
Exactly. So I have a hair business, and I have told Mo about my hair business.
Sloan Strands.
Right. You got to shop the brand.
Get at it.
Yes. So when I came up with this hair brand, I was getting my hair took down in 2023. I was sitting on my cousin's bed, and I was telling her, I was like, I want to sell hair, and she was just like, well, you should do it. And I can't believe 2026, I'm selling hair. And I do want to say, like, I prayed and I have prayed that my business succeed. But in the event that it didn't, I'm not gonna be embarrassed about that because nothing hurt. Nothing beats a failure but a try.
Mhm.
I tried to sell hair, and if I didn't succeed, it's something that I tried to do, and you don't know what you can do if you don't get up and do it.
But you will succeed.
Yes.
It's no other way around it. You will succeed. I'm wishing you so much success on your hair business.
Thank you, sis.
And I know you're going to do great things because you already have been and you always have done great things. So I feel like it's not even if it, if it flops, because it won't flop.
Right.
I remember it being a time where I had my skincare business and I did well. I feel like I did well to just kind of start it, and I started it U24. I started mine when I was 21. And I feel like when I did that, I saw something that was so amazing that I just could not go back to my old life. And I feel like that really kick-started me being that entrepreneur, me being that mom, like that was coming into play that I didn't know, was coming. I didn't know I was about to get pregnant soon, but it definitely sparked something in me that just made me be like, wow, like this is what I can do on my own, which I know at some point things require a team for, because you always have to work with people. But for me to be so powerful by myself, it was nowhere around nothing that I was going back to my old life. I felt like this was something that I was learning that a lot of people just don't know because they don't tap into it, because they don't tap into their gift, their vision.
When it comes to like overall magnifying your own gift, if I give Moesha my vision, Moesha is very supportive first and foremost, but Moesha don't see what I see for my vision. So I see a lot of people, they say, keep your mouth closed. You probably didn't get this because you told a lot of people, but can't nobody stop what God has for you. So if you want to tell somebody about your vision and your plan, you pray that there's no twisted tongues speaking in vain against whatever you are speaking about, because nobody can take what is destined for you. So if you have something again in your back pocket that you want to magnify, you have to get out here and start from somewhere. And sometimes it takes $0. Sometimes, it takes a little bit of research to, see what you're getting into, but your gift could be anything. Your gift could be something just mental, like I said, within myself, like the counseling aspect. But I do want to venture out and help different people. And honestly, I thought I knew what I wanted to do. I thought that going to school, I wanted to be therapy for children. Like at first I wanted to do pediatrician. I wanted to be a doctor for children. Then I said I wanted to be a therapist for children. Then I joined the military and I wanted to do military resilience. I wanted to do therapy for like military members because I can relate. It's like I can relate. But then it's like now just me sitting here, it's kind of like me and Moesha are ministering. So it's like I wouldn't mind sitting here with a degree, giving it to our viewers. I feel like a lot of us are in survivor mode. We doing everything we have to do to survive. And I feel like I'm in an era of my life, and I know you are too, where we trying to live. We not only just trying to go to work and come home and cook dinner and go to bed. Like we trying to be able to, if we are well and we get old and grow old, we like the golden girls, baby. We didn't enjoy it out like we 85 now.
Girl,
okay, I want y'all crying. I didn't enjoy my life, and this is just where I want to go.
I really do think when you have that vision and when you have that idea to execute it, because it's all about starting. Just start. You don't have to have everything all figured out, because if God gave you that vision, if God gave you that idea, it's time for you to roll with it.
Yes.
It's time for you to roll with the punches. It's time for you to execute and do what you was called to do, because we don't need you out here doing something that you don't want to do every day, and then you coming home complaining every day.
Yes,
and if you coming home complaining every single day, that means it's time for you to
change that.
To change.
Yes, and then too, I want y'all to appreciate the struggle. Appreciate your downtimes, because all your struggles and your downtimes are preparing you for what you asked for. Like for me, I'm sitting up, God, please let me get these orders next week. God, please put me in a position to where I don't have to work. And if he give me that, and I'm here like, dang, I got 80 orders. I can't do this by myself.
But you be right there.
Yes, and it's something I asked for. So when you going through those seasons where you feel like you can't, you have to understand that God is putting you through something to give you what you asked for. But a lot of people don't get what they're asking for because you quit under the storm. You can't quit under the storm. You gotta get up. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep running, and you gotta get to where you're trying to go. Because again, it's hard if you do, and it's hard if you don't. You just gotta keep getting up, keep running to see the end. And it's gonna always get hard when you're at the end of the tunnel. But you have to understand, it's light on the other side of it.
It's always light at the end of the tunnel. And I don't think a lot of people see that, because sometimes it can be really hard to see. Because I know for me, sometimes it's still hard for me to see. Like we always talk about, we don't got it all figured out, and we still rolling with the punches. And even right now, we don't got it all figured out
at all.
And so we just doing everything that we know to do. It's like we're being obedient, and once you learn to be obedient, things will start to fall in place for you. And like I said, it is hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, because you trying to figure out what's next. What's next. But God telling you, if you just do what I asked you to do.
Faith of a mustard seed.
If you do what I asked you to do, you're going to see the fruits of your labor.
Yes.
And you're going to see that light at the end of the tunnel. But you just got to trust me. And I feel like we both are in a space of trusting God for real. Like not knowing what's next, but just doing what we were called to do. And I also feel like we are uplifting each other, and it feels like we on this journey together.
Most definitely. And I do want to share, because a lot of people don't see beyond the, she doing this, she doing it. But I'm in the middle of not wanting to be in the military no more. I'm in a space to where what I did with my life, my first 7 years, like since I was 18 or since I was 17, I'm now 24. So my first 7 years of life, right now I'm working on changing all of that. I don't want a full-time job. I honestly don't want to be in the military anymore. So it's like, right now I'm working, and I feel like right now I'm under pressure to where I'm struggling and I'm trying to figure out what's next. And I talk about it all the time. Like I call my grandma so fast, like, Granny, what you think? What you thinking? And it's just like, I'm not trusting myself. So like, again, I still have struggles, and that's okay. Like I'm sitting here, talking to the viewers and talking to everyone, that's locked in with us. And it's like, I'm still sitting here too, trying to figure out when you gonna magnify your gift. You telling them, so I just wanted to be vulnerable and share that, because I am a work in progress always.
But the good thing is, you are magnifying your gift. So we're showing them that you can magnify your gift. You can take that chance on yourself. You can bet on yourself
without
having it all together. And as time rolls on,
perfect that,
everything will come into play.
Do better.
Everything will do better. So also, y'all, because I know for me, it feels like sometimes I'm probably not as vulnerable, but I know me. Like I be trying to at least like kind of make y'all figure me out a little bit. So, but I'm also in a space where it's like, of course, I'm gonna be transparent with y'all when it arises. Like when I feel like it's there. So I know for me, when it comes to especially motherhood with me, I've been a stay-at-home mom for 4 years. Really, 4 years and some change, because my son is 4. But ever since I was pregnant, I wasn't working. But even before then, I wasn't working a traditional job. So for me, I know I've been a stay-at-home mom for 4 years, and I've lost myself for most of that time of being a stay-at-home mom. And I struggled really hard with magnifying my gift, knowing that my gift was always there. But how do I pull myself out of the trenches of only being mom, 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 not knowing how to balance having a life outside of being a mom? But I finally feel like I'm coming to a place like where I'm figuring it out, because I know one thing I'm not about to do is complain about being a stay-at-home mom, because I do know that it's a lot of moms who do wish that they could stay at home with their kids. And I'm one that really do enjoy staying home with my son. It's just that I found my place. I found myself in a place struggling with my identity as just like outside of being a mom. And so I'm at the place now where I really do. It's like God is knocking at my door, like, "Hello, where you at? I'm looking for you. You're not doing what I'm asking you to do." And it's like God has a funny way of. He has a sense of humor, and God will always force you to do exactly what he needs you to do. And it doesn't even matter. It's like he will take things from you. He will put you in positions to where like you have no choice but to choose him. You have no choice but to do what he's asking you to do. And I no longer can sit here and battle between my gift and just my gift and not having that identity. It's like you can be more than just a mom. You're not just a mom, because honestly, being a stay-at-home mom was never in my plans. Once again, I did never dream. I said that, but I never saw myself being a stay-at-home mom either. But now that I am a stay-at-home mom, it's like I love this. I love being able to be home with my baby, to be able to watch him grow, all his milestones, everything. And I feel like God took me through this whole phase of just losing myself in motherhood to bring me to this exact spot right now. Because once again, I did have that vision to have a podcast. I did have that vision to inspire people, to uplift women, to uplift moms. And that's one of the biggest things that I always say. I always say that it's bigger than me. And this podcast is bigger than me and my sister. Like, we really are here to just do great things. And we are literally here to grow. And as we grow, y'all are going to grow with us.
Most definitely. And we do always want to hear like feedback, like in the comments. Just let us know what you're feeling. Even I know you can look at the video, and as you're listening to what we're saying, like if you agree, just get in the comments. Let us know, because we are always monitoring. We are always, replying back or whatever the case may be. So and we will have or do have like a business email that we could maybe open up to the ladies or the
all y'all
viewers
gotta do is go, if you have an Instagram, just click our email. It literally say email, or it's like a drop down button in our bio where you could just say email and send us an email. And if y'all don't, our email is Sloansessionspodcast at gmail.com if y'all want to say anything. But make sure y'all leave comments. Make sure y'all hit a like. Make sure that y'all share with y'all friends.
Yes.
Make sure y'all hit that post notification bell. And subscribe now.
Yes.
Now.
And send us some stories. Like if y'all have some stories that y'all don't mind, that we're not gonna be like say names, but I do feel like if y'all email like a story that you want us to talk about, or maybe what we feel like this situation is, we're open to everything, because again, like Mo Isha said, as y'all grow,
you can call me Mo.
Yeah, I had to
come on now. Now I gotta tell them. Like you said, that's the main character. Yes, that's the main character.
V is the main character for sure. Vasario is talking in, but V is the main character.
Exactly. I like that. But yes, y'all, make sure y'all subscribe. Let us know how y'all like this episode. If anything resonated with you, drop it in the comments. What you enjoyed, what you liked. Just give us that feedback. And don't be scared to send us a message in our DMs or our personal social medias.
Yes.
Everything will be in our description on this video. So make sure that y'all hit us up, let us know how you feeling, and even more of what y'all may want to see. But y'all know we're gonna keep giving
Yes, we're
y'all.
gonna keep going.
And so I think we're gonna end the episode right here.
And we are so happy that you locked into Sloan Sessions. We're gonna always keep it honest
And always Sloan approved.